Henry Rotich and 8 other co-accused persons have been acquitted in the 63 billion shilling Arror and Kimwarer Dam project scandal. This is after trial magistrate Eunice Nyotu said that there is no evidence to warrant them being placed on their defense. And as Grace Kuriakanja now tells us, elsewhere in the corridors of justice, a police officer who shot and killed a 33-year-old man in Nyeri County has been sentenced to 7 years in jail, even as Naftali Kinuthia, who was charged with the murder of Ivy Wangeci, has been sentenced to 40 years in prison.
Henry Rotich, former Treasury CS, is now a free man. In a Thursday ruling, Magistrate Eunice Nyotu said the prosecution had failed to lead the case, further stating that there was no evidence tabled in court to show that the former CS and 8 others failed to follow procurement laws in the 63 billion shillings Arror and Kimwarer Dams case.
I think the legal obligation, I believe, will mean permanent version.
Rotich had on November 20th asked an anti-corruption court to acquit him, saying no money was lost in the financing and development of the Arror and Kimwarer Dams project.
I hereby order that this ruling shall be placed before the Attorney General and the National Council of Administrative Justice with a view of sparking conversation on legal reforms on this issue. In the meantime, all the accused persons herein are hereby acquitted under Section 210.
A visibly infuriated Magistrate Eunice Nyotu calling out the ODPP for what she termed as a waste of precious judicial time. In Nyeri County, a police officer who shot and killed a 33-year-old man in his home in Mokorene, Nyeri County, after a confrontation at a bar 8 years ago, has been sentenced to 7 years in jail. This is after the court found the officer, Chibungu Sanga, guilty of manslaughter earlier this month.
Hatukuridhika. Tulikuwa tunatarajia afungwe maisha kwa ile kitendo alikuwa amefanya.
We also had issues in understanding the judge's contention that he did not see an issue of premeditated murder, and the facts seem to contradict his findings. But those are things that we will look at and we'll know whether we are going to appeal or not.
And to Eldoret now, Naftali Kinuthia, who was charged with the murder of Moi University medical student Ivy Wangeci on April 9, 2019, has been declared guilty and sentenced to 40 years in prison by Justice Stephen Githinji in Eldoret.
The offense carries on the upper side a death sentence. However, given the decision in the case of Francis Karioko Murwatetu by the Supreme Court, a death sentence is not a mandatory sentence.
The court, supported by testimonies from 17 prosecution witnesses and presented evidence, established that the accused had purchased a new metallic axe and travelled from Nairobi to Eldoret, where he brutally attacked and killed the victim in broad daylight outside Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital.
The convict and the victim were friends for a long time. The convict was out for a love relationship. When the urge was turned down, he was irritated and committed the offense of murder in a brutal, awful manner.
Grace Kuriakanja, TV 47.